we can say goodbye to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League tournament. Hi, I'm Carlos Giron Paez of Football Talk Radio. And we can say hello, welcome to semifinals of this same tournament. It has been a great tournament full of surprises. Up until now, with these semifinals coming up, we have two teams that I guarantee you that most of us didn't think that these two teams were going to be able to make it this far. And those two teams are Tottenham and Ajax from Netherlands. So both teams, they made it this far because they're playing great soccer. Now, Ajax is a team that is full of young players. Their average age is about 23. So, it's amazing. They don't have a superstar. They don't have a number 9 that costs a lot of money. This is a club that is well known around the world for developing players. Players that are, they come into their youth program until they can make it at least one. Every year, I believe they get 10 years of age kids signing up. Their goal is to have one of those kids, make it to the first team. And you can see that it works. I mean, the development that they have on some of these players. I'm sure that by next season, some of these players are not going to stay, but that's the business of soccer. And so Ajax is a great team. Nobody, I didn't personally expect it to go this far. Tottenham is another team that that we didn't expect to be there in semifinals. But Tottenham having a brand new, beautiful stadium. It was at that stadium in quarterfinals. Know that they were able to beat Manchester City 1-0 on the away game, and it was against Manchester City. And even though they lost 4-3, they had a goal as a visitor, and with that goal, they were able to advance. And this is how they got to semifinals. Now, what Ajax did, like I said, in quarterfinals, eliminating Juventus, and previously they have eliminated Real Madrid. So these two teams, they're the Cinderella of these tournaments, both of them. So on April 30th is where the semifinals are going to start. And we start with the first game, Tottenham Ajax, which is going to play on a Tuesday. And then we go on May 1st, we'll have the first game between Barcelona and Liverpool. Both the semifinals are going to be played 2 games, one home and one away. So just like the tournament has been played so far. So with Tottenham and Ajax, it's not predictable it's unpredictable who's gonna win, because both teams are, let's just say that they haven't been in semifinals for a long time. Ajax, I believe, their last semifinals was it's about 23 years ago. Okay, the Ajax was on the semifinals. Tottenham, on the other hand, has been 57 years. That I remember because it was 1961 and 62, the semifinals that they're playing it. So it has taken them 57 years to get to where they are. Congratulations, man, to this team. And they have a great coach, okay? Mauricio Pochettino, Argentinian. So this is it. So it's going to start April 30th, Ajax, Tottenham, and May 1st, Barcelona and Liverpool. Now, Barcelona and Liverpool, Barcelona's got Messi, and he's, the best player in the world. However, Liverpool has got 3 strikers that are hot. I mean, you have Mohamed Salah on one, Mane, and Fernandinho, I believe, is the center, the number 9. So it's going to be a great game, to all this. This last 8 games that we're going to have to see who are the teams that are going to be qualifying to go to the big final, which is going to be played on June 1st. And that is, the road to Wanda Metropolitano, the stadium of the home of Atlético de Madrid in Madrid, Spain. So that's going to be awesome. It's going to be, June 1st on a Saturday, and we're going to be there to watch this. But before we get to the final, we got to get through these semifinals that are going to be amazing to watch. And up until now, it's been great soccer, man, being displayed. Now, the big disappointment that I think it was Manchester City, because they have invested more than 500 million euros. That's how much money they went out to spend and to get players, to prepare that great team that was going to be the next winner of this tournament, the champions. But Pep Guardiola couldn't do it, and I mean, I know he's not playing, but it's his players, and there's a lot of there was a lot of question coming out from from the press, especially in Manchester City, is that the substitutions were made not at the right time. Why did he leave this player out? And so it's always, we as fans and as press, we all become coaches when we don't have the results that we want. And this is what has become about this beautiful sport, that not all the teams are the same. The games have to be played. It doesn't matter the names. Of this of whichever teams they have the most valuable players. It doesn't matter. The games, they have to be played. They have 2 halves and 45 minutes each, and that's what the results come out, up until today. So far, it's been an exciting tournament, and it's great to watch. And let's hope that, in my opinion, the teams that will be at the final, I believe out of Tottenham and Ajax, I can see that Ajax will move on. And from Barca and Liverpool, I can see that Barcelona will be moving on. So we'll have a final. This is the way that I think. This is my opinion. Okay, it will be between Ajax and Barcelona, and Barca will take it all. Okay, this is my predictions. So please, thank you for watching this video. Follow us on our social media. We are in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And also we have our podcast channels, are with, you can just look up, for podcasts and Football Talk Radio, and you'll find the different channels where we are. We have iTunes, and we have Stitcher, and several more. So it's just, it's a hobby, is to enjoy and to spend time and to talk about the most beautiful sport in the world, which is soccer, football. Okay, my last comment, it has to do with, yep, you guessed it, VAR, El VAR, VAR. That's for that's for video assistant referee. So it is the video system that is being used, in Champions and a lot of leagues now around the world. They're using them, and sometimes we agree or we don't disagree. I personally don't like the VAR, because it is, the game has been playing with one man in the field. Whether he makes the right decision or the wrong decision, it's the referee. It's the referee. He has, my dad used to say, if there were players that will argue when they get a red card, and my dad, an old timer, an old soccer player, he will tell me that he had never seen a referee saying, you're right, you're absolutely right. So I'm sorry that I show you the red. So I'm going to keep this in my pocket, and you don't have a red card. So that never happened. So let the referee make the calls. That's the way that I think, and it makes him more excited. You go and you take a look at this game between Manchester City, and Tottenham, and you see that Llorente on the third goal, when he goes up, you see it on the review of the plays, that the ball hits his hand before it hits the hip. And so, but it's questionable. Yes, the referee can see all what is happening, but they have so many cameras that sometimes they are going to show the referee a shot that he's not too sure about it. So that's why they make sometimes the wrong decision, in my opinion. All right, so thank you very much, and let's keep in touch. I'm Carlos Giron Paez, the Football Talk Radio. Thanks.